I am going to make a nail tutorial showing how I created these drag marble nail art decals. Drag marble nail art is very similar to water marbling in the effects and the designs that you can get from it, except you don't have to have the water to do it, which makes it a lot easier if you're like me and you struggle with water marbling. So I love to do this design. I actually found out about this design through a YouTube video a couple of months ago, and I have been loving it ever since. One thing I will say about this design is that this is not something that you can do 2 minutes before you walk out the door, because this design does take a long time to dry with the thickness of the polish that you need. Therefore, I did this last night and I peeled it off my nail art mats this morning, and it's ready to go. I'm going to show how to attach these to my nails, and then I'm going to show with some different polishes how to create this design. But if you are curious to know what polishes I used for these, used for the pink, white, blue, and purple nail decals I made, to show the colors I am using. These are the colors that I'm going to be demonstrating with. This really pretty sapphire blue is called Jen. This one is Rue. This one is Chanel, I think. And this one is Trixie. But I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning of this video, but you really want to use colors that are opaque. You want to have somewhat of a thick layer of each of the polishes that you are using. The reason why I'm doing it on both sides like this is because you want to have effect on both sides. And I don't know why I just made this decal as long as I did, but that's okay. I can always try to make this into 2 decals. I don't know why I did that. Okay, I am going to put a little bit of blue on either side. Okay, so in order to do the drag technique, you're going to either want to use a very thin dotting tool, a very thin nail art brush, or you can use a toothpick. Completely up to you. Like I said, very similar to water marbling with the way you pull the polish. Oops. Keep knocking things over. I actually don't do this nail art technique as often as I probably should because of how easy it is. Now that I showed how to make a basic decal, I'm going to just now show how to attach to the ones I made to my nails. I did take some nail polish remover and wipe up the decal that I just made, just so I don't accidentally stick my finger in it by mistake. Now, you do want to have a base color on your nails just to help the decal stick better. And I'm just going to use a sheer pink because you're not going to see it. And the one that I'm using is Ballet Slippers from Essie. My pinky and my ring finger, because it's actually better to do at least 2 nails at one time because you want to wait until it's sticky. That way the nail art decal sticks better. So I'm going to start off by picking up a nail decal, okay? And I'm going to lay it, you can lay it in any way that you want on your nail. I'm just going to do it this way because I like the design better this way. And I'm going to press it down with my fingers. I put one of these decals on 3 of my fingers so far, and you can totally put this on wet polish and just let it dry with the wet polish. If that's what you prefer to do, but I prefer to do it when it's kind of tacky because I think it's easier. Next, I'm going to take a pair of tweezers and I'm going to break the edge of the decal just so that it comes off my nail easier without having to use nail polish remover right now. This also will save you a ton of time cleaning up. You can also use a skin barrier or a liquid latex or even a piece of tape if you want to, but I prefer to do it this way, but you can do what you feel more comfortable with. And it's just coming off super easily. See? Okay. Okay, so I just finished applying all of the decals to my nails, and I'm going to show you how to completely clean up your nails and make them look even prettier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cleanup brush, and I'm just going to just very gently run it along the sides of my nails just to dissolve any of the extra bits that I wasn't able to get as close as I'd like to. As well as you want to start taking the polish and kind of like tucking it around the free edge of your nail just to make sure that it's secure. Just cleaning up the skin around my nails. They look pretty good. The next step is to apply a quick dry top coat. You can use any brand that you want. I just grabbed this one. And I'm going to apply a layer of it over each nail. And it's really important to make sure that you cap the free edge, just because sometimes nail decals can lift at the free edge if they weren't secured down all the way. Cap the free edge. I also, like I said, that I'm using a quick dry top coat. I also recommend putting on a thicker layer of it, just because you really want to make sure that you seal in the decal from coming off. And then once the quick dry top coat is dry, you can always put on some hand cream and some cuticle oil. That is up to you. I always do that anyway. But this is the pretty much how you do this design. Like I said before, you can use any colors that you want, except for I would avoid using a sheer color just because it won't be as easy to get opaque. But you can use any colors that you want, any brand that you want. It does not have to be Zoya. I just chose Zoya. And you can obviously do any design that you want. I just think that this swirl design is easier for me, and I like the look of it better. But you can use any design that you want, any colors that you want. You can use a toothpick, a dotting tool, a nail art brush. It's very, very simple and easy to do. Like I said, so much easier than water marbling, especially if you struggle at it.